perfect idea that I was very thrilled by. About the two guys being in love with a famous actress, and one of them was the biggest criminal, and the other was his supporter. At the end of the World War II, the one from them, in order to take him out of the girl, he put him into the cellar and didn't say that World War II ended. Which somehow metaphorically tells, in the continuation of the story, the world policy, how powerful people keeping people into the underground all their life. And it's about sex, it's about arms. I do with 150% of my capabilities. And when I finish it, I feel like I don't even need to see it again. I need to see it a couple of times with the people to feel that it goes, it engages people, it gives them certain emotion, wakes up certain emotions inside them, and then I don't care about anything else. Making a movie to me is a big adventure. It's like something that doesn't have a lot of things with the written script, and I just feel the explosion the moment it comes that I have to create a new life. And it's not enough. The script is just something that gives you initial injection into the world of a new creation, you know. I know that it's very expensive, sometimes very heavy for the producers, but I feel that I'm just inheriting the cinema that my old idols used to do, starting with Fellini, Renoir, Tarkovsky, and people like that. And I believe that there is a need for cinema like that.
There are a lot of contradictory things which are working together perfectly, like tragedy and comedy and laughs and cryings. It's all in the same package, and I think it will be I hope it will be a film that people will think about it afterwards. Was it a tragedy, or was it comedy, or what was it? I hope that will be. His mind is working very quickly, and his ideas are coming in the same way. And the most important thing, actually, for people who are working with him, in my opinion, is that you have a certain kind of concentration so that you can jump in his ideas or in whatever he wants, and that you can be ready, you know, to show the emotions or style or way of acting, how he will be pleased. But there are a lot of scenes in the movie which, in the first place, when you were reading the first time, they sounded in one way. When you start working on that scene, when actors are there, when Emir is there, when he has his creation, the creative moments, it's very important for everybody around him, who is the closest part of that creativity, is to follow him. And I think that there is no one around him who don't like that.
Vrati mi flašu, Marko. Marko, vrati mi flašu.
Puču, pičku.
Nije još.
She is a very complicated woman and very unhappy woman in the end. She's the woman who is standing between two men, between two lives, and close to her brother, who is the biggest thing in her life.
Everything in my life and in my movies is unpredictable. No matter how story about people being kept in the underground was strong, it's just demolished by the process of shooting. And that's why I believe when people get along with the movies that I do, they get amazed with the amount of energy that comes out of the screen. So if I speak about this film, I would rather speak about the energy and the certain references in the history of cinema, because we are in the end of the century, rather than strong, more or less stronger story.
I never do something like that in my life, or in theater, or in movies, or in TV serials or something like that. I never play like in that movie. I never saw the movie like in that movie. I have right to ask, to propose, to change. That I think sometimes in that movie we approach what the acting or what the matter, what and which the matter is to be a director. There is no borders. Nobody knows where is the border between acting and directing. Marco is a man of power, very big shock in the last 50 years in ex-Yugoslavia or former Yugoslavia, and he's devil and evil and the beautiness in the same time.
Marko, gledaj, je u glavu spašao. Ko zna kako? Možda mu bombe na glavu padne. A ti ovdje...
Drži glavu, Tor.
Ništa ti kažem. Drug, Marko,
Kako
gore.
te nije stidan
Kako te nije stidan onoga čovjeka jadniga koja se pati gore i čuva
Izlaže
nas.
se bombama
Bombe
da
padaju na glavu.
pogine. A ti ovdje svu komociju
Vidi,
imaš.
pogledaj. Ajde, napravimo to.
Ili jedna ili sve tri idu?
To pa onda skupi, slušaj. Da.
Žiko, rokni sve, jebi ga.
Ništa, super.
Ovaj film počinje 6. aprila 1941. godine bombardiranjem Beograda i traje po scenariju, po priči do današnjih dana, do ove, kažem, nažalost, možda ratne 1994. godine. Znači, na početku filma ja kao lik imam 25-6 godina, a začunajmo sad ovdje, to su neke pozne godine u životu čovjeka. Maska je samim tim bila vrlo komplikovana i vrlo teška. Raspon koji je taj film obuhvata je također zahteva od mene i veliku, kao i drugih glumaca, veliku fizičku pripremljenost.
Koji ide po pravu nas. Evo ga, dobar je. Ajmo, spremimo se, tiho.
Manje, ne vidim ništa opet.
Bobane, malo manje.
Hvala ti, Vera. Hvala.
Ajde, lezi.
Šali.
Bravo, bravo.
Joj, šali.
O, što ona? Sad ti imaš? Nisu. Kameru ovdje.
Quitus Trailers, visita mi canal.
Akcija!
First of all, without Vilko, I cannot make a movie. It's a sickness already. It's not the question of if somebody is better or worse. It's a sickness of youth, and it's a certain exchange in which I don't need to say a lot of words when we understand each other. And it's exchange of the energy that drives the movie, I think, into the way that it's needed.
This wheel is going around and change the air. Another machine is in the bathroom. This machine, it's a water pump for the collective bathroom. And if you're working with the legs up and down, then you're pumping the water. You can pumping the water on these things, too. It's very primitive. And it's very, 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 very dirty and bad looking, but it's very useful because they use this machine for the water for the collective bathroom. There are so many showers here and the water coming from this pump to the showers. The set is one of the main actors because this movie is the movie of atmosphere. It must make very, very good atmosphere if you want that this movie have the contact with the auditorium. It was a pre-production period. It was about 3 or 4 months for me just. After that, I just came with my crew, with the technical draftmen who was working for me and assistants, and we was working about 3 months before we start to build set. After that, we start and just everything was going good. In the movie, you don't use real materials. Sometimes yes, sometimes not. And it's very important to know how to make something to look like reals, but on a fake way. All of the basement that you saw, it's a fake material. It's the fake bricks, fake wood, so many fake things, Because you cannot build like real building, Because it's take a time, it's take the money, and it's very, very hard to do that, It's a really long job because we made really few thousand of the drawings, different kind of drawings. First of all, when I was start alone to make this kind of drawings, it was some kind of coloring drawings and sketches, just making by hands, by pencil or by brush, you know. But after that, when you start to work on the movie, then you must be much precise, and then you start to do the technical drawings. After these technical drawings, many of times you have some kind of correction. This kind of correction you must make on some kind of sketches by hands, you know. And then you continue those things, you know, and then you start to build the set. For example, for every kind of those machine what we built here, you know, you had to have every small detail. It's really take a time, and you must be very precise if you want that everything is correct when you start to build the set.
Can you describe your feelings when that final credit went up and what happened in the auditorium?
I don't know, might be that the film had a power to move people so much so they couldn't resist the emotional impact that they've gotten from the movie, and they were going. And it's not so easy, you know, to be in the middle of the crowd in which people are applauding. I don't know how to stop it. Even you're pleased, but it goes on and on and on, but it's very beautiful that audience reacted to the movie that was supposed to be kind of art movie. And I was really very, very pleased.
Has it sort of vindicated all that hard work you put into the film? I mean,
oh yeah, it's like this is the end of that. That's why these people celebrate so much. And also they celebrate because, you know, part of the world that I'm coming from was definitely accused of being evil, which I think this film could fix a little bit. To say that not all people are evil, and that's why they're all so excited. But I'm professionally pleased that people in Palais, sophisticated, less sophisticated filmmakers, were really pleased.
But you brought us a cinema tour de force. I mean, it's just got so much vitality and so much vibrancy. I mean, what kept you going all through that time of putting it together?
It was awful, you know. Making a movie, for me, it's an awful thing, which I'm trying to survive and to use all the power that I have. Just to go over and the hope. Hope is the most important thing for a human being. I always hope that I'm not so bad.